And we are live again. Hey, 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 we're back. And to say I'm excited is the understatement of the year. And I know we'll do talk about lots of different things all the time, but today I'm going to talk about us because we're freaking excited. So something that we've been planning for ages. And if you've been watching the social media, you'll see 10 days, 9 days, and everything. And it's finally here today. So we have a membership program called Exceptional Entrepreneurs, and we have done an actual, this is the first time we've done a launch out to the public. We've been running it for quite some time now, but we've done a launch out to the public, and we're giving it out for $7 for 7 days, so everybody can try it. There's no excuse not to try it. So I wanted to give you a sneak peek, and it's myself and Sarah. And we do bring in a couple of extra people. We also bring in our mentor, Paul, who is a multi-millionaire and kind of has a little bit of stuff to share. But we're so super proud of it. And, you know, I've been reluctant to kind of go, look what we did, but I'm kind of doing that today. So forgive me.
One day where we can.
Yeah. So forgive us if we're seeming a bit excited, but it's been like, if you follow some of our journey, like we've stuffed it up, we've tried and whatever. This is our first time doing a launch of any description. And by the way, I'm going to share a screen with you in a minute and actually show you how it looks. We're going to have Facebook ads. So we're really going into Facebook ads and leveling up in that. So if you see them over the next few days or weeks, please let us know which one you love. Put a comment under it and say, hey, this one's the best one. This one caught my attention, or this one stopped me scrolling, whatever it is. We really want that feedback to really take it to the next level and see what's working and what's not. So really appreciate your support. So Sarah has been doing some friggin' amazing stuff. I would be lost without the techie person and the copy person. So we just have, you know, got to the stage that it works so well, and a great example of how working with people with opposite but complementary skills can really scale you up with that support. So you're not doing it all on your own. So over to you, Sarah. And then I know in a moment she's going to share the screen just to show you about, you know, the old granny. But that's okay. You'll see that in a minute.
Yeah, is that the headline you put on the slide?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it's our launch of our membership. We're super excited. And part of the launch was we needed a bit of a new hook, a new headline, a new way of capturing a bit of attention. So I will now introduce to you Carmel Murphy, the online granny, who is someone who has mastered her online marketing and automation. So I'm going to share you the screen, and it's going to show you to the sales page for what we've put together. So we decided that on this launch, we were going to do an April special. So we really want to really make it easy for people to come in, get to know us, see if what we can teach you about online marketing and that automation. If you've got questions you want to ask, see if we're the right people for you to come in and learn from and co-create with too. So I'm going to share my screen now. Let's do this. And hopefully you can all see that now. Yeah. So we'll put the comment in the comments below, we'll pop the link to this page. If you do want to come in and give us a crack for a week, you can. But let's just scroll through it quickly. This is Carmel's beautiful face. We've actually got a really cool video on here. So even if you want to just click through and watch this neat video of Carmel, this was a little feat of creativity that we did, wasn't it, Carmel?
Yeah, at the very end of it, there's a little bit of a blooper too. If
there's little bloopers at the end too. So for those of you who are already in our membership, you'll be able to look at this page and be like, oh, I can see all the components of copy they're using. I can see all the different things that we teach, like video, like copy, like headlines. Yeah, so let's just have a look at the page. If we scroll down,
just move past the headline, okay? The non-techy
online granny. You would have heard us over the last couple of days. It's talking about that getting your online marketing and automation sorted out sooner rather than later is going to allow you to get up to date if you're one of these businesses who may be feeling like they're falling behind a little bit when it comes to your marketing online. That it might be time to actually get some training and some skill development, but also just capturing that opportunity that is around at the moment. So maybe your business has changed a bit due to the COVID coming out a year ago, or maybe you've decided to change jobs. maybe you've always been working with the side hustle and it's like, you know what, now's the time. I'm not going to wait any longer. So if that's you, we encourage you to come over and see if what we can offer might benefit you. So I don't know about you guys, but when I was starting my business, it's super exhausting when you're going around in circles, not knowing how to connect everything together. And so Carmel and I have definitely built out this membership group to offer support to people in business, to entrepreneurs who have probably downloaded all the freebies they can, read all the books they can, got all the Kindles and the ebooks and gone to all the seminars, all the freebies. You probably paid thousands, I would imagine. I know you and I have, Carmel, attending courses.
Easily.
And masterminds and things like that. And all those things are great, right? So you're getting these little snapshots of all the different skills and all the different bits of this online marketing puzzle. But then what happens is that you realize that somehow you've got to bring all these like 10 different pieces together to actually work in your business. And that is when it becomes frustrating, overwhelming, confusing. You have those days where you're like, what am I doing? And the membership is very much catered to meet you where you are. Because Carmel and I are out in the public eye doing this, we are developing our skills all the time. So if there's a question that you have on something that you see us doing, then we're quite happy to answer it. And that's what the membership's all about. So you're going to save a bit of time, save a bit of money, and get into a group where we co-create together. And co-creation is an interesting concept. I've always, like, you hear people say collaboration and that sort of thing. What I love about co-creation is what has been enabled through online. So through a Zoom call, we can actually share screens. We can actually take hold of your computer screen.
Take control with permission, of course. With permission.
So, for example, I know with our members currently, we've been doing copy and copywriting, and we are literally writing with them in the moment. And video as well, we can get in the back of the software we like to use in video, and we can click buttons for you. We can offer suggestions on what to change. So it's that real hands-on co-creating once a week in our members call.
Because I know that I've been in lots of rooms, Sarah, and like that we get time to write. You know, you get time to write or to develop whatever. And then it's like, right, now we're going on to the next thing. And I'm still there going, I just want to finish this thing. And you've great intentions until you come away after it and you go, oh, I went to 10 other things. What was I doing with this thing again? And it never gets done.
Yeah.
That was part of the reason that this kind of came out, was like, well, where did those people come? They've got those puzzle pieces, but they can't put them together because there's a new puzzle answer again.
Yeah, and you'll find that when you attend lots of different trainings and courses, is exactly what you said. It's a piece of the puzzle, but they're all individual pieces. And at some point, you've got to start making them connect, whether that's from a tech perspective, whether that's from a messaging perspective, a marketing and video perspective. You start to realize, and we talked about that, was it yesterday or the day before, about those 5 core skills in marketing. And they're actually the skills that connect everything together.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we, as we've been developing those skills, we realized there was lots of other entrepreneurs out there going through the same process, and Exceptional Entrepreneurs is that place where we can help you out. So if you see here's a little photo of some of our members on a call recently. And I have to say, like, it's a group like this is something I've always been wanting and yearning for. I think it's can be quite lonely in business. It can be quite isolating when you are out there trying to do it all yourself. So I've been loving getting to know our members, and if you're out there and want to join us, come on in. As you can see, 7-day trial for $7.
That's it. And look, this isn't just about us. I know today we're doing a bit of a, hey, we're really happy, but it's really being born out of, as I said, you know, sitting in those rooms, reading that book. And then as we started hearing it so many times, going, oh yeah, I read that book. Oh, but I never put it into place. Oh yeah, I got that answer over there, but I never put that into place. So it's like, well, how can we make sure that we put it into place? Well, it's being in a group. And look, not to blow our own trumpet, well, maybe a tiny bit. I've never found a group quite like this, because it is more of a mastermind. You come in, you hear them talking, which is great. I'm not knocking them, please know that. And there's some kind of discussion like that. or it's very step by step by step by step. Now we have some of that in there by all means, but it's more, okay, we've got the 10 steps or the 5 steps that you need to do, but hang on, I'm stuck on this one. Where can I get the help so I'm not going around in circles? And as Sarah said, it was vital for me. I don't know about you, maybe it's because I am a grey hair granny, I don't know, but I don't have the time to be wasting anymore. And that's a big thing, is stop wasting time and let's get in, get it done, get that step done and get out. So over to you, Sarah.
Yeah, no, I love it. I think the time is a huge thing when you're in business. It's the essence of business is trying to get things done in time for your next launch, in time for your next event.
Yeah.
And we've had some great results from members who just needed that support and co-creation just to get across the line on a few things. Yeah. And they've really taken their businesses to the next level, and that's been exciting.
And check out this page, because there's some of their testimonials are on there. So check it out and, you know, hear it from their own mouth as well, because it's on this page.
Yeah. So I guess let's just run over the 3 main things that you get when you join. And this is what makes us a little different to maybe what's out there at the moment for other groups that you might be looking at joining. So the first one is that as a member, you get access to a live Zoom call, as we've been talking about, with that real focus on co-creation. So being able to show and share what you're working on. And if you're stuck in something, you have Carmel and I as first point of call, but you've also then got all the other members who are actually all doing this too. So we talk about not just co-creating with us, but the skill sharing that can happen when you have a group of entrepreneurs on a call, and we can start to share those skills. And so you're learning quicker. So some of the skills that we can help you with is the tech side of connecting up your sales funnel, your CRM. So managing all those emails that you're collecting with your lead magnet, and organizing your broadcast versus automated responses of emails to go out. So looking at that sort of thing, if you're getting stuck or confused with that, come in and ask a question.
So vital. And sorry to interrupt you on that one. I spoke to somebody today who is a new business. She's getting lots of, you know, inquiries in and blah, blah. And I said, what happens to the people after they have consumed your product? She went, nothing. So this is where those automatic, the CRM, and teach you how to set it up. Like once they've kind of come out of that funnel, if you like, and, you know, finished the product, well, what happens to them? They still need to be nurtured. You still need to add value to them. But this is, we're losing so much business because we're leaving money on the table because we're not giving them permission.
There's stats out there that say someone who's already bought from you, so someone who's gone from a prospect to a customer, they're actually 15 times more likely to keep purchasing from you. Yeah. So if you don't have an automated system where you keep in contact with them and the emails and the messaging and the nurturing of that relationship, they've already bought from you once. You're literally leaving money on the table because you're always thinking, well, what do they need next? What's the next logical step for them? So we can help you set up some of those automated processes and systems to ensure that those people are being looked after as well. And then, of course, the resource hub. So when you become a member, you get access to a private area with a login, and every call that we do is recorded and up in there. I think we're up to our 40th call today.
41 today.
Oh, 41 today because it's Thursday. So they all get recorded. So at any point in time, you can watch them. They've got obviously people asking questions about all the techie stuff, all the copy stuff, lots of things. Every now and then we do a content delivery call where we do some teaching and training. There's also just lots of PDFs for templates, like copywriting templates, which are really handy. And every time that we might create a new resource, that goes in there too. So these 3 aspects of the membership work hand in hand to help you get ahead faster online. Yeah. So who's this lovely gentleman, Carmel?
This is Paul, who is our mentor, the gentleman that I spoke to about just earlier, and he is a multi-millionaire, semi-retired. He'd like to say he's retired, but he's not because he's still working with us.
He loves his work too much.
Yeah, but he works with successful business people to bring them to the next level. So, you know, Paul, we do drag him in sometimes, and he gives some amazing content. He talked about Money Code a couple of weeks ago, and then the Q&A that came out of that last week of Money Code was phenomenal. But also we've taken, and Sarah, again, the techie person, has put in, we have exceptional foundations. So these are the foundations that have come from Paul's work. So you'll hear his voice on that. And it's really kind of putting the foundation down of why we do what we do, why we don't do what we do, and what kind of achievement and enterprise code we need to develop. So some more of the psychology of business as well. And that's, you know, one of the very first things. Now they're in bite-sized pieces. They're 5 to 10 minutes. They're not big, huge, long webinars or anything, but they're a really good basis of information you won't have heard before. You may have heard some of it in some different ways, but overall you won't have heard it exactly like that. And it's really some of the vital skills to start developing those core marketing skills come from some of this information, like enrolling buyers via marketing. Like, you know, we kind of say, oh yeah, getting people into sales. Sales and marketing are different. We need to know what that funnel is and what that customer journey is. So that puts a really good foundation on it.
Yeah, I love it. And yeah, like you said, I did put together that course. I did the video editing for it. And even like I've heard some of this obviously before working with Paul, but it was like managing to get it into these little snippets. It's like, I'm going to come back to these. And I love the idea that members now can ask questions around it, and we can take those conversations to a new level. And should we want to, we can get Paul on the call and go deeper into them.
That's it. And I think that's the thing. For anything new, you need a certain level of information before you can know to ask the questions. So that's what those exceptional foundations are. It's like, now I can ask a question about it. Otherwise, if you don't have the foundation, you can't ask the questions and get the information that you need, because you don't know it until you hear something, you go,
you don't know what you don't know, you don't know.
Yeah,
so go find someone who does.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, obviously we're a group of entrepreneurs. We've got a real mix of people in the group at the moment, and part of this launch is that we would just like to keep the group growing and really form a strong community around each other. Some of the benefits you might get from joining us, I don't know about you, but I have spent quite a lot of money in my journey of learning online marketing and automation. So one of the key things that I love about this membership is I can now give back to people and say, look, why don't you just learn a little bit about this? You don't need to outsource it right now. Learn the skills first, work out how to do it. And then if you want to outsource it or choose someone else to do it, it's a great way to save money, because too often you can just be like, oh, I need my website, I'm outsourcing it completely. But then you don't necessarily then have full control of the back end of your business. So there is opportunities to save some money by using us and asking us the questions, or getting us to help you do it live on the call. And that obviously helps you stop wasting time. We actually have the offer to come in is that you can actually bring a VA or a business partner in on the call. And one thing we discovered is some of these VAs are spending a lot of time on Google and YouTube trying to find answers. So whether you're doing it, your VA's doing it, your business partner's doing it, it takes a lot of time to find the answers, and you're never quite sure if it's actually the right answer. So we're quite prepared to help you troubleshoot those techie problems if we can. If we can't, we can always go find the answer for you, so it can help you save some time on that. Avoid second guessing. I don't know about you, Carmel, but a lot of this journey I'm always doubting, am I making the right decision?
Well, yeah.
If I didn't have you, I would probably be going a lot crazier than I am.
Yeah, I make what I think is the right decision, and then halfway down that little tunnel you go, maybe it's a bright shiny thing. I go, that seems like a great idea, so I'll make another decision. And then what happens is, and what was happening to me before we really dove deep and kind of got extra super serious about this, was that I was going along and I was working full time and trying to build a business, because every time I made a decision, I'd have to go work full time to get the money to bloody do it. Because it just, it was like starting anew all the time. And it was really just wasting my time.
Yeah, for sure. And I don't think that's an uncommon experience. And of course, we're going to help you make a bit of progress. If you're someone who is really driven by that desire for a lifestyle freedom, maybe more financial freedom or just time freedom, you want your business online to grow and be leveraged so that you are less always hands-on and doing things manually, you can automate it a little bit. That's what we're here to help you do. So,
and guys, I got to interrupt 1 second again.
Yeah, go for it.
Doesn't this sales page look pretty? Sarah made this whole sales page, and it's just, yeah, I'm in awe every time I see what she puts together. It's amazing.
And this is exactly what I can teach members to do live on a call. In fact, we've done it before with a couple of our members. Is help them build out pages like this live. So if that is something you would be keen to have some help around, I mean, come in for a week and ask me your question on your website. Let's see if we can get something going. There's a little video on here too, if you are interested to have a sneak peek into actual back end of the membership and some of the amazing content that's in there. Scroll down to this part here and you can watch that video. But maybe let's get going down to some of our testimonials from some of our beautiful members who have actually experienced some amazing results from working alongside us. And I'm so proud to be able to say that.
Yeah.
You know,
and a lot of it's around taking action when they were always taking action. They were always busy, as we all are. They were always busy, but the actual really focused action that was getting them feedback and results has been huge.
Yeah. I know Jamie here in the middle, she is now a video pro. She has been making some incredible videos promoting her business and her meetup groups. Nikki over here on the left, she went down the rabbit hole of WordPress website design and literally designed out her own website. She used the membership to ask the technical questions when she got stuck, and we solved them in a couple of minutes and she was off rolling again. And then you've got someone like Wendy who was looking for a supportive group, but also has done some of those courses and training and is trying to bring it all together. So as she said, there's never a stupid question. So there's only stupid answers, and I hope we don't get those out. So and I love how she says at the end here that you may not class yourself as exceptional when you join, however you soon will be. And I think that is something we're really trying to foster, is this idea of being the best you can be. And you know, everyone's going to make those mistakes, and we always look at if something doesn't work, or that it's just a learning curve. And it's less scary when you've got some people supporting you and around you to help you, you know, move forward. And
no failure, only feedback.
And there's our beautiful faces, you see enough of those. So let's run over exactly what they get, Carmel, on the April special.
Cool. Yeah, so they get weekly co-creation calls on Thursdays, but for the month of April, you're also going to get an extra call on Monday. So we know when you come into something new, it's like you join in to people that are already there. You go, oh my God, what questions? So we put an extra call on every Monday as well, starting Easter Monday. So that if you go in, okay, I've tried to get in and oh my God, there's so much content, I don't know where to go next. We're happy to, on that call, okay, what's your biggest stumbling block? Maybe it's about who's your ideal client versus it is the techie stuff. And we can say to you, go to call number 21 and look at 10 minutes in, and that's where it'll be. As Sarah said earlier, bring your VA or your business partner in for free once you're a member. So you can even do that on the 7 days. We're happy to. You just need to email us and let us know if that's what you want to do. Full access, no holds barred. While you're in, you've got full access. You want to download the PDF in the 7 days, download the PDF in the 7 days. It's all there. It's one of the things about us is what we're trying to is kind of crack open that privacy holding, blah, blah, and everyone's saying you can't use our stuff. Well, you know what? Yes, you can. We're giving you full permission. Go for it. Use it. If that's what helps you out, if that's what you need to do, do it. I've done the calls. All details and login links are emailed after sign up. Check your junk mail. Check your junk mail, just in case. Private Facebook group. So the Facebook group is made up of members and some non-members that are, you know, entrepreneurial. But it is private in there, and you can private message myself or Sarah if there's a question that you cannot get an answer to and you can't attend the call. Ask us, we'll cover it, we'll record it, and you can go back to the recording. 25% affiliate commission available to full members on anything we do. So another member comes in, or maybe we're doing a 2-day course, like we've done our video course recently. You get people in, you get 25%. So that's money for jam. You don't have to do anything other than say, hey, I enjoyed this. Only if you did. We're not asking for recommendations if you don't enjoy it. The only thing I ask you, if you don't enjoy it, let us know what we can improve on. That's it. No contracts, no sign up, even after the 7 days is over. You love us. It's a monthly contract. You want to, it's all in your hands. You go into PayPal to cancel. If that's what you want to do, you want to stay, that's great. We're not going to lock you into a 12-month contract at any stage. Come back anytime if you miss it. So the trial goes for the month of April only.
It's on the countdown.
It's on the countdown. So there's some more testimonials there.
Yes. Some more testimonials there. We've got Justin there who runs an amazing podcast, and he talks about the membership as a private vault. He loves it, with just all those resources in one spot.
Yeah.
So yeah, and if you guys do have questions, of course, pop them down below this live if you want us to answer them, or there's actually some FAQs at the bottom here, some of those questions that we get people asking us when they're thinking about joining. And just a little reminder from the beautiful online granny Carmel Murphy that if she can do it, well, pretty sure you guys can too.
So hang with us for just a second. So now what we're going to do in these 4 weeks as well is we're going to be hopping on live a few times a week for these 4 weeks like this. We're going to be hopping on live to give you even some more extra value. So next week, for example, we're going to be talking how to create and then automate and connect your lead magnet. People ask me all the time, say, oh, I have a PDF or I have a video, whatever it is for you. We need to know more of your audience to answer that question for you. But just let's say it's a PDF for argument's sake. And I had one, it's like, oh, I've made it. Well, how do I make it pretty? Number one, because they kind of look pretty ordinary. Where do I host it? Where do I save it? You don't want to be saving it up in your Dropbox all the time. It looks pretty crappy when people get it and they can see it's a Dropbox file or a Google file. I think they look pretty unprofessional if that's how they get them all the time. So you want to know, where do I store it? Where do I put it? And how do I get people's details and connect it all? Because ultimately you want people on your bloody email address. That's what you want. You want them on your list so you can nurture them. You can be in control of that customer experience the whole way down. Well, there's no use in manually. And I did a Flintstones for a while, let me tell you. It's like, oh, you want it? Hang on a minute. Give me your email. Put the email in an Excel sheet. Send them the email with the PDF attached. Oh, my God, it was a nightmare. So Sarah's going to be the one showing you all that because she's the techie one, remember?
Well, you'll be there supporting me because you're actually the CRM queen. So we're going to be working out how we automate the process so that, yeah, you don't have to be doing it all yourself and wasting all that time.
Oh my God, the biggest time saver.
Joining forces next week on that.
Cool. So make sure you tune in next week. Thanks for hanging out with us today, guys. I know we've been a bit me-centric today, but we're just so friggin' excited about this. And make sure, again, that you're looking out for those Facebook ads. They should be starting later this evening or tomorrow because I really want to know what's working. I'm like a little kid waiting for them to come out. So if you want to join us, click the link. We'll put it in the comments below. And if not, and you've just enjoyed hanging out with us, that's awesome too. And for now, it's bye from us.
Bye.